everyone, this is the tutorial for Still Yours. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. Okay, so really nice song this one. Let's get stuck in with the first part of the actual track, and that is a B minor bar chord. So we have 2, 4, 4, 3, and then the 2, which is the barred finger. Purposely missing out this E string for the time being. And what we're going to do is play that for a couple of beats. Now I'm going to talk about strumming in just a moment, but let's get through the first set of chords. Now the good thing is about this, once you've played that B minor shape, release this finger, keep these fingers where they are, focus on the open A string, and we're going to play that. Bit of a strange chord, but it works really well in this. So when you put those two chords together, we get this. We then keep the same shape again, put your finger that we released back on the guitar to fret 3 on the E string. And then we take your E string and take the 3 off it and play 0. Bit of a strange chord, but again, works well in the song. So to put those 4 chords together, we get... Now there is more to the verse, however, let's just go over the strumming before we get to the next set of chords. What I'm doing is focusing on the lowest note of whatever chord I'm playing. Not the lowest string, but the lowest note of whatever chord it is. So in the B minor case, it's the 2 on the A string. And I'm kind of giving it 2 hits before I strum the chord. And if I slow down that strumming for you, we have down, down, up, up, down, 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 up. Down, down, up, down, 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 up. I'm going to do that for every chord. Notice when I get to this chord, the lowest note is now on that E string. Just before I show you the next part of the verse as well as the chorus, because there are quite a lot of things going on in this song, if you want to get the chord chart as well as the chords in the lyrics matching up, head on over to Patreon. You can get a handy PDF over there for just a couple of dollars. There is a link in the description for it, and it saves you from writing it out or trying to memorise it and potentially making a mistake. So yeah, consider getting that. However, jumping in with the next bit of the verse, we have the B minor chord again, going down to the next shape with the open A. However, we then have this finger going up to fret 4 on the E string. Try and keep that shape the same. However, because it's such a kind of stretch, that finger might feel a bit kind of strained. Feel free to get rid of that finger. It's what we call an A flat minor 7. Before moving that finger down another fret to fret 3, adding that finger back in place to get what we call a G major 7. So just to play through that second time round, we have... Now on the track, they actually sustain that last G chord. However, feel free to strum along if you want to. Now, you will play that verse, those set of chords, twice round. And then it leads into the chorus. Speaking of which, we get some new chord shapes, and what we're going to do is play a B minor, which is the same as before, going to a G major chord, which is 3 on the A string, 3 on the E string, 2 on the A, 0, 0, 0, and a 3 on the high E string. Going up to a D major chord, which is a 0 on the D, 2 on the G, 3 on the B, and 2 on the high E string. And then the final chord is an A major chord. 0 on the A, 2, 2, 2 on the D, G, B, and then an open E string. Now those 4 chords are going to get us through the chorus, but the strumming is very, well, it stands out quite a lot. So we've got this B minor to G, And the B minor comes in part way through a bar like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it goes to the G. And it's the same for the D. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to cycle around those chords a few times because timing is a little bit of an odd one in the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Now you're going to play through those chords 4 times before it goes into the next verse. You really want to emphasize the fact that the B starts just before a bar and then moves a little bit late as well. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That G comes in on that second beat of the bar. Now at that point of the song, after you finish the chorus, we start to get some repetition like we do in a lot of songs. We have a second verse which is exactly the same as the first verse, except you don't loop around all the chords twice, you just do it once. We then get to another chorus, which thankfully is the same, but then we have this outro of sorts, and that is a bit different. So before I just go over that, just remember you can get the PDF over on Patreon. Links are in the description for that. And it'll just save you from writing out and potentially making a mistake. But yeah, let's go over that outro. Now, there are some parts going on with that which is a little bit different. There's kind of like some synthy parts. But in terms of what we can strum, we'll have a G major chord, going up to an A major chord, then back to a G chord, to an A major chord. We then have a G chord again, going to an A. However, we then have E minor, and then a D chord. And then the song finishes. Just to go over what that E minor chord is open E string, 2, 2 on the A and D strings, and then 0 on the remaining strings. And then there's that D chord that we've seen before that will finish it off. Bit of a strange ending, but who am I to question the Kid Laroi? So that's going to get you through the full song. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe. That would really help the channel. Do consider getting everything over on Patreon. I'd like to say thanks to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they will get access to the PDFs that I mentioned earlier. So feel free to consider that. Thanks to them and thanks to you for watching the video. See you in the next one.